Okay, they are the unsung heroes of the English language. The dots and the dashes that split up our words, ... and hold our thoughts together.
We're, of course, talking about punctuation marks. Love them or hate them, they really do matter. And if you need proof, just ask Grandma. You see it right there. I'm sure she'd much prefer that sentence with a comma.
But a grandson or a granddaughter, they might feel quite differently because one of those punctuation marks is falling out of favor.
Why, you might ask? Well, as our Aaron Gilchrist tells us, to Gen Zers, the period can pack hell of a punch.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
Winter is coming.
Surely you can't be serious.
I am serious. And don't call me Shirley.
Okay, so here we have 3 common quotes. I admit some more famous than others. Why did we put them together? What do they have in common? Nothing. Nothing except one little thing. Yeah, that right there. The period. That little dot that ends every sentence, at least according to your grammar teacher. Conclusive, declarative, 1/3 of an ellipsis, the end of a thought, and indeed an afterthought, at least to some, but not all, because for an entire generation, the period is not just punctuation. It leaves a mark.
It definitely is a thing. I would assume that either they're really proper or they're mad at me.
Meet Femi and Barbu and Pato, students at Rutgers University, all Generation Z, all prolific texters.
I feel like I don't know how to end this sentence. Is it a period? Is it an emoji? Or is it like, sometimes I'll just do like another exclamation point, or like maybe I just leave it with no punctuation or no emoji.
Just one period. More than one period would be like if I'm saying I'm upset, period, it's gonna be like I'm upset.
Upset because apparently a message with a period sends the wrong message.
Where you put periods, commas, even exclamation points can completely change the way that I read a text message.
If I say, we need to talk with a period, that's completely different than we need to talk.
Gen Zers everywhere seem to agree the period is making everything too final, too formal, too serious. So says Professor Mark Beal.
Yeah, Gen Zers have told me, period, you gotta be careful with the period.
Yeah, I feel like they have an attitude.
They tell me that, because someone might think I'm mad or I'm angry.
And that would definitely be like very passive aggressive.
That's one expert opinion, but we decided we needed others.
Right, so if you get a text message like this, how do you interpret that?
Like I'm in trouble of some kind.
Okay, and if you get one like this, how do you interpret that?
Even worse, like I'm in more trouble than I was before.
Okay, so if you get a text,
that's a good one.
I hope you have fun, exclamation point. That's a good one.
Yeah.
And if you get that one?
Again, an abrupt end, so I would take that as, I hope you don't have fun.
Wow, complete opposite, huh? All right.
By this point, you may be thinking, enough, Aaron, it's just a period. So what if Gen Zers don't use it? Who really cares? Sorry, just a second. Hello?
Hi, Aaron. I'm Laurel McKenzie. I'm a linguist at NYU.
So, Laurel, what's going on here?
Anytime that language changes tend to be driven by the young. So on the face of it, it's not that different from slang. So young people start using a new slang term in a new way, and old people are befuddled. You can go back hundreds of years and find people complaining about how young kids are speaking these days.
So, is the period finished, or can it be saved, negating its nefarious notoriety, its perceived penchant for perniciousness? Professor Beal?
Yeah, I hate to say it, but I think in this, as we're going into more informal communication, if that's the proper term, texting, Slack, and other channels, I think the rules may be being put aside for let's just get the point across.
Some are hard-pressed to agree, but maybe, just maybe, they have a point.
Maybe they have a point.
I love that. Aaron, thank you.
Yes.
This came out of a conversation that we were all having in the newsroom about periods. And it was generationally different.
Some people view it as harsh, and others, it's just the end of a sentence.
I mean, people like me who've been around longer are like, hey, what's the big deal? Period. Aggressive.
There it is, exclamation point. It's okay. We love you either way.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.